Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jack and you're watching Dark Lot Beauty. Today I thought I would do a little bit of a get ready with me video slash makeup tutorial because I'm not really, I guess I'm like showing you my techniques and how I do my makeup, but I'm just here for funsies. So I thought I would just film a video. I'm getting ready for the day. We're gonna go to the thrift store where I got this fantastic shirt. It's pretty cool. And I'm gonna just kind of go shopping and see if I can find anything Halloween related today. I'm also going to be showing, hopefully, if my videos ever upload, I just made a video on the succulent tutorial that I just did. So I already did it and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get ready and like, you know, take a shower because it's Friday and because I went to the gym. So yeah, I'm gonna just stop rambling at this point and just get started with the video. So first I'm gonna start by putting on some face primer. I use e.l.f.'s hydrating face primer, and I actually just started using face primers because I'm like really late in the game for a lot of things. So yeah, like I used to use face primer and then I went through a period where I just like didn't use face primer anymore, and now I'm just like, I kind of just like need it because sometimes I feel like my foundation, it doesn't really stick to my face that well, and it doesn't help. I use a really like inexpensive face foundation, so that could also be the problem. But yeah, so I'm going to do my eyebrows using the Naked Urban Decay Basics palette. This guy's really old, and I'm going to be using the colors Crave and Faint, which are these two darker colors. And I'm going to just draw my eyebrows, which I actually am so proud of myself. I have eyebrows right now, so I just feel really good about it because for years I've had a plucking problem and I just like end up having no eyebrows, and I've been like teased about it, not in a mean way, but like a lovingly teased way, like teasing way. And so it feels really good to be able to go in public without makeup, which I do often, and not have to feel like people are like, girl, where are your brows, you know? So I'm gonna just take this lined brush, angled brush from Eco Tools, and I'm gonna just, you know, do my thing. Yeah, they're a little dark, but I am okay with that. I'm actually waiting to get to the point to where they're a little bit thicker so that I can take them to get threaded, because I love how threaded eyebrows look and I used to get mine threaded, but I stopped getting my eyebrows threaded because every time I would go, they'd always be like, what are you doing to your eyebrows? Leave your eyebrows alone. And I would just feel so like guilty and embarrassed, so I kind of just like stopped going because I've always had that problem where I pluck my eyebrows too much. Next I'm going to be concealing and kind of cleaning up the area. I'm going to be using Kat Von D's Lock-It Concealer Cream in Warm. I think this is a color from my boo-boo. And I'm going to just dab a little bit like underneath my eyebrow and on top. And then I'm going to just take a concealer brush that I got from e.l.f., which is a little dirty, and I'm going to use that to clean up my brows. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and just kind of buff out the harsh edges. So I don't like, I really always wanted to have like really severe makeup eyebrows, but I just kind of like don't have money to buy all the fancy fun stuff. So if you guys have any recommendations on like really decent price pomade or like eyebrow stuff that I should try, I'm totally down to do that. I do have this one eyebrow stuff from NYX that dried out, so I don't, because I like lost it and then I found it and then it's dried out, so I can't use it. So I've just been kind of like notorious for using eyeshadow. But if you have any recommendations, make sure to leave me a comment and I will try those because I'm a wee bit desperate. So next I'm going to be using the Magic Decrease again, and this is from L'Oreal Paris. Also, another thing, if you have any inexpensive recommendations for eyeshadow primer, I will definitely take it. I am always on kind of like, I mean, I'm not on a budget, but I feel like I'm always like, by the time I have money to buy things that I want, it's gone, you know? Or like by the time I need something, the money's gone, you know, because I just like, living in California is a little expensive and things cost money, like living. So I will take any recommendations and hopefully like you'll find something cheap for me to use. Well, not like, I'm not trying to do like super cheap, I'm just trying to do affordable. So now that I've primed my eyes, I'm going to be doing a couple fun colors today. So I'm going to be working within my Urban Decay Electric palette, this Wicked Dreams NYX palette that has like a bunch of like kind of like, some of the colors are dark, but they're generally like a interesting shadow concept of like, I mean, I guess I'm trying to just say like the colors combined. And then I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. So first I'm going to go in with my blending eyeshadow brush, if I can find it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. And I'm just going to take, let's see, I think I'm going to do the Urban Decay, so I'm going to be using Thrash. It's this like really bright green, and I'm going to be mixing it with these two colors right here. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm done with that palette. I'm done. We are out of here. Okay, now I'm going to be using the NYX Wicked Dreams palette, and I'm going to be using this darker green right here. Ooh, it's the Matrix. I'm going to be using the dark green color, and I'm going to use a flat-headed brush. This is on the opposite side of the angled brush that I use for my eyebrows. And I'm going to just take a little bit, and I'm going to put them in, I'm going to put it like in the crease area. Okay, so then now that that one's done, I'm going to be taking, I have actually two, if I can get it, hold on. Mother F. I have two of these angled brushes, right? So I'm going to be using this other one because I'm going to be dipping into another color. I'm going to be going into the Modern Renaissance palette right here, and I'm going to just do the color Venetian Red. It's this guy right here. And I know I could technically use the brushes from the palettes, but I'm always like, I don't want to touch it yet. So until my brushes are like really gross or I'm like in desperate need of new ones, I won't touch them until like I feel ready. I just don't feel, I don't feel like deserving. So I'm gonna just pat that right here on this. Then I'm going to go in with this other color right next to it. It's more of like a orangey reddish brown. And I'm going to go just on the center right there too. And then I'm going to take this brush again, and then I'm going to just kind of buff it out, kind of get it all blend together. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, and I didn't say I was going to use this palette, I'm going to be using this little Ulta thing my aunt got me for my birthday. It came in a pack, and it has a couple little items, but I really like this, like, they're really shimmery for being, you know, in a weird pack. But I'm going to just take some of the Spring Awakening color, and I'm going to get it on my finger and just kind of add it to the center, only the center part, like right there. Like that. You can kind of see it a little bit. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm like rushing for time. Okay, and then I'm actually going to take the color next to it called Summer Fest. It's this guy right here. I'm going to put that on my inner corner. Okay, so I think I'm done with my top part of my eyeshadow. I'm going to get my eyeliner now, and I'm going to do that. So for my eyeliner, I'm going to be using Essence Superfine. It's got one of these type tips, and I'm actually almost out of this one, so it's kind of like empty a little bit. But I'm going to just do a really fine line. They feel pretty even. So now I'm going to move on to my face. I tend to kind of go out of order. So I'll do like eyebrows, eyes, foundation, blush, contour, or, you know, shape shifting. And then I'll do lips, eyeshadow under my eyes, and then mascara. I don't know why I always do mascara last. Ever since I was in high school, and I've been doing my makeup for however long I've been doing it, I've just always done that. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. foundation palette, and that's what it says on the back. I believe this is the Fair. You can see that I've kind of already used most of it. So I'm going to go into this color, just because I'm like the opposite of everybody else. I really like going, like my face is a lot lighter than the rest of my skin, so I tend to do like a little bit lighter, mainly because I feel like when you add all the other things, eventually like your face becomes shaped into looking like, you know, I just like have never really liked the foundation colors that I find in my skin tone, which is kind of olive-ish. But if also, if you guys have any recommendations on some foundations that do really well for like light colored olive tone skin, I will definitely take those considerations too, and I would love to try those out. So I'm going to just kind of paint my face. What's up, girl? Okay, and I'm going to take this really dirty beauty blender, and I'm going to blend my face. I really need to get either a new one or just wash it, but yeah, it's pretty bad. So I'm going to just kind of do any of you guys have widow's peaks? I do. I'm a vampire. That's what it means. Vampires have widow's peaks. Or villains. Villains always have widow's peaks, I feel. Okay. My face is kind of foundationed. I'm not really good with foundation. I'm not really good with like skin. So next I'm going to take my Even Touch Powder Foundation, and I'm going to just put it all over my face. That was really loud. Okay, next I'm going to be using the Smashbox contour my cousin gave me for funsies, and I'm going to be using this middle color right there with this angled blush brush. Okay. And then I'm going to take this brush, which I just remembered what it was. I've had this brush for a really long time, and this is actually a MAC foundation brush from like the Stone Ages. So I've only actually, I used it as a foundation brush for like a little bit, and then I've always just kind of used it as a blush brush just because it picks up just enough. So I'm going to use e.l.f.'s blush palette, and these are the colors. Woo! And I generally use this one because it's not too dark, and I feel like it just kind of is just enough. So I'm gonna just... I love looking rosy. Next, I'm going to be taking the NYX Avant Pop palette, and I'm going to be using this color right here again, and I just kind of use it as a highlight, just because I don't have highlight. And then next I'm going to be doing my lips, and yeah, I think I'm going to just do a crazy color today. I think, actually, I'm debating. I think I'm actually going to do Lolita, and this is Lolita 2. And then now I'm going to be using this tiny little lip brush that I got from e.l.f. a while ago. And I'm going to be using this color. It's from Tater Rounds, I believe that's her name. It's part of the Drac Makin's lip line, so this is the red color. I actually don't have the label for it because it fell off. But I like to normally like line my lips and kind of blend it in with Lolita. That's generally like a combination that I do. Okay, I'm going to take this color again and just kind of go over. Next I'm going to be taking the flat-headed brush again, and I'm going to go back in with that dark green color from this palette, and I'm going to just do that underneath my eyes. Like that. And then I'm going to take this palette again, and with this gold color, I'm going to come back in here, kind of add it to the bottom. Like that. And then I'm going to actually take this lighter color right here, and I'm going to put it like coming down. I'm going to use that same color and just go in my brow bone. Actually, sorry. Like that. And now I'm going to add mascara. So, if I could find it. Where did I put that guy? Okay. Oh, actually it's right here. So, I'm going to be using the Voluminous Lashes from L'Oreal Paris. It's in black, I believe. My hair is still wet. I've been meaning to dye it. I dyed it like, I think it was Sunset from Arctic Fox, and it was like really bright orange. Sorry, I'm like looking at the wrong, right there. It was Sunset Orange, and literally after a couple washes it washed up pretty quickly. But I mean, the color is not horrible. It's kind of like a peachy color, and most people that have told me they like my hair, they really like this lighter color, but I really like that like intense orange. So it kind of like I feel like it just goes with everything. So I need to redo it, but I need to figure out, because my hair is like, look at that, roots. I gotta kind of touch that up a bit, not too much, but just a bit. And I gotta dry my hair. But yeah, so I'm gonna be using Voluminous Lash, and I'm gonna just do my mascara. Whoops. And now, for the final touch, I decided I think I'm gonna do, oops. I'm gonna do a red on my inner eye, whatever it's called. This is a Jordana Burgundy lip liner, and I remember high school very much loving like having red looking eyes, so I'm just gonna kind of gently put it in. Ooh, I poked my eyeball. Like that. Like that. And there you have it, guys. Where do you belong, guy? Today is a good makeup day. I feel it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Mardi Gras. It also kind of reminds me of the new Melt Cosmetics collection. They've got a lot of like reds and golds, and kind of along the lines of like a smoker weed smoker themed. So I don't smoke weed, but I can appreciate the colors that they chose for that collection, and hope to eventually be able to buy at least like a piece from that collection. So, but yeah, these are kind of like really golds and reds and greens and that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys like this video. Sorry I get a little rambly. Still trying to get used to filming while I do my makeup, because yeah, I just like will say something and like pause in the middle of it, but that's totally okay. I'll eventually learn how to edit that out and just like not make me talk. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, Dark Beauty, and hit the like button if you liked it. If you didn't like it, I'm really sorry. I can't do very much about it. If you have any comments or recommendations, also leave that in the comments below. And if you have any ideas for any videos besides like the 3 I have in my current like playlists on my channel, please let me know. I really love being challenged and would really appreciate any feedback, good and bad, but preferably good, because bad might make me cry. But until then, which is in a couple hours after I do my thrift haul, I will see you poops later. Ciao!